This is gonna be a tricky start. Let's go. Today in BikesBC, we're in Vedder Mountain. We have the 500 EXC-F and we got brand new tires on it. So this is gonna be the first ride off-road with Dunlop's D606. I went D606 front and rear. To be honest, it's just what's available. I read all the reviews about the M21 being better on the front. However, I mean, they're novice at the end of the day. So I'm not gonna ride it like a supermoto on the street. And I was like, you know what? It looks great. Wear numbers so far look great according to what I read online. So I think it's gonna do me just fine for my use. But yeah, Dunlop's D606 front and rear. What else is different? Handguards, which is the very first thing I put on the bike, and double thick mirrors. Other than that, bike is completely stock. I've set all the clickers to standard, so we'll take that as a starting point and go from there. Sag was perfect the way that it came out of the dealership, so that was so nice because I didn't have to do anything there. But yeah, we're gonna be riding TTT today into a few other trails. But yeah, you just can't wait to see how this thing does in Vedder Mountain with the new tires. Let's go. That blue, let's go. Running 22 psi front and rear for today. This is awesome. Seems to be able to just chug along in first gear, which is so cool. That was all first gear, no clutch, and the thing just goes, which is awesome. I'm stopping because honestly I haven't done this trail in a while. I want to make sure I'm going the right way. So far doing great. Down we go. There you go. It's a heavy beast. You definitely feel it on those right turns. Nothing compared to my 90, but it doesn't hurt to be conscious. today. Boom. Then you're going down. This is a black now. It's a little steeper and a little tighter. So good, so far. First time doing this trail on this bike, and I'm feeling confident. Yeah, I'm going slow. Well, that's because it's a big bike. It's my first time on it, and it has turn signals and mirrors. But it's doing it so well, and it doesn't feel like I'm wrestling the bike nearly as much. It's E90. That's a given, but yeah, it's amazing to actually feel it on the trail. The suspension on this thing is incredible, honestly. Feels so good on front and the back. This is the view. Let's stop right here. Woo. And here we are. This is the lake view. The bike, a Canada flag, and you can see it over there. I believe that's called this lake. So pretty, isn't it? Now we go up. Let's go. Got it? the one we're looking for. Back into single track. And up we go. If I remember correctly, there's a very rocky uphill coming up. Here it is. Try and get it. That was good. Happy with myself on that one. Woo! So good. Oh, look at that. Back tire, get some traction here. I'm on the right trail though. Let's double check I'm on the right trail first. This is gonna be a tricky start. Let's go. Got it? Woohoo! Woohoo! Come here! Come on! Whoa, 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 whoa! Got it out! Two. Take the right line to the roof. Got it! That's good. That's a big step. Good. This feels good. awesome. I can't believe this thing is allowed on the road. Like, that's great. Look at where we are though, it's beautiful. Look at this hill. Woo! That's a fun one right there. Oh, it's pretty steep actually. Up you go. Oh, look, there's another one right there. So fun! Go up! My position was so wrong at the top. Don't want to ride off the cliff. That would not be ideal. Yeah. And we're up! Woo! Oh gosh, this is so fun. Hey. You guys okay?
Yeah, we're all good, thank you.
Nice.
Good to you.
Sorry?
Are you by yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Woohoo! And we're out. So fun. Woo. This thing is incredible. I love it. Oh, yeah. Let's wrap it up. The bike did incredible. I didn't drop it once, which is saying a lot for a bike that is this heavy with a plate and lights. So much fun. So much fun. That engine is great. It does feel corked up, I agree, but honestly, even stock has plenty of power on the low end, and as long as you're a little careful with your clutch, I think I stalled it once throughout my entire ride today. So really good. Tires, the Dunlop D606s did absolutely fantastic. Honestly, I have no complaints there. They performed great. They felt super grippy. I've ridden them on the road too, and they felt plenty good. So honestly, as of right now, obviously they're brand new, so there's lots and lots of thread, but these tires feel awesome. I had no problems with traction compared to the DKC-80s, which I actually rode with here the very first time I took the bike out. But for my first thoughts on the actual bike, I wanted to wait until I had traction, because really I was fighting traction the entire time with the DKC-80s, so that's not a fair review to the machine. But with these tires, the bike is awesome. Sure, it's a little corked up. Could have used an ECU and maybe that little end cap? Probably. And I'll get it once it runs out, but the next 6 months are not gonna be boring, let me tell you that. This bike has plenty of power. It's super fun. And with the type of riding that I like to do, which is a little bit slower and technical, it's so fun. Something else, the suspension. Oh my goodness. My last dirt bike was a 2008 XCRW, I think that was the name of it. It was a 450, and it was fun. It felt great. I took it to the track a few times and it performed great, but the suspension on this thing is miles ahead. It feels incredible. Those big roots, it ate them like it was nothing. There was one root that I hit really hard with the front wheel, and the rim is intact, which is both a credit to the rim, I think it's a fairly okay rim. Especially on the 6-days, which comes with a slightly different rim than the regular 500, and the really hard sidewall on this Dunlop D606s, which I'm running at 22 psi. So I wanted to keep it realistic. I could run less pressure today since I brought the bike on the back of the car, but if I was to ride it straight from the road, That's the pressure that I would usually be running road or off-road, 22 psi. So I wanted to keep things realistic, right? And yeah, overall I love this thing. It's so great. We rode for, what is it, like 3 hours, and the fuel is almost up here still, so plenty of fuel in there, especially if you like me, like to take your bike to the trails on the back of the car. I'll ride on the road to work and back, and every now and then I'll ride to some trails, but days like this, when I'm riding harder stuff and tighter stuff, I might break a turn signal, I might lose the plate, or something even worse. So I like having the car to be able to get back home, worst case scenario. But overall, yeah, incredible bike, no complaints. I absolutely love it, and compared to my 890, is night and day. This thing is, it feels like a dirt bike with lights, and that's what I wanted. So I'm so happy with it. I've heard the complaints about just super quick at the end, I've heard the complaints about the frame being very rigid. And it does feel rigid, but in my opinion that makes it just more predictable, and I love that. I actually think I benefit from the rigid frame on these lower sections, and I really like it. I would not want it to be more flexible. It might be because I ride so much mountain biking, and then mountain bikes are usually a little bit flimsier, and this just feels so predictable on the slow stuff. I really like it. I think it's great. But overall, yeah, great bike, super fun day. Tires did great, and let's get it loaded up and have a ride in the car with the AC back home.